Hello Scorpio, it's Lisa, and here is your April 15th to 21st, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, so let's see what the overall message is for you this week, Scorpio. The overall message is the Empress. The Empress is all about this birth of a new way of being. It can be a birth of a new project, a new thing. It's just this new way of going forward. The great thing about the Empress is then things start to grow and flourish. So it's like once you kind of come forward with this energy, it can be an actual birth, but it doesn't feel like that in the general sense of the reading. It just feels like it's like, okay, I'm moving forward with this new way, this new attitude. It can be like, okay, I'm finally going to release this new project. And then everything starts to grow and flourish for you. The challenge you have this week, Scorpio, is the Ten of Swords. Very interesting. So the Ten of Swords is that you've grown and evolved. You're not the same person as you were, right? This card is all about stick a fork in you. You're done being that person. You're done treating yourself a certain way. You're done allowing others to treat you a certain way. You're done being in a certain situation and you're ready to move forward. When it's in a challenge, it's kind of like having post-traumatic stress, right? Where it's kind of like you're so used to being a certain way or acting a certain way, treating yourself a certain way, that through the process of moving forward and moving towards this new way of being, you have to remind yourself every once in a while, like, oh yeah, I don't need to act that way, or I don't need to do that, or I'm not going to let those people. So it's kind of like going through the process of change and understanding you've changed. So it's just kind of getting used to this new attitude that you're going to have. And it's just a challenge because it's kind of like you flip back to your old habits, but not completely. You catch yourself, it feels very much like, but you still have those thoughts and then you have to shake them off and then move forward. So this week, it's just all about a challenge about going forward and understanding you're not the same person that you were. And there's this birth of a new you. The card of what you need to focus on this week, Scorpio, is the Four of Wands. Very interesting. So the Four of Wands can be several things, especially in a general reading. It can be a new home, relocating. It can be renovations within your home. But with these cards, it really does feel like it's yourself because you are your home. Your body is your home. And it is all about renovating yourself, body, mind, and soul. And so it's this birth of a new way of moving forward, having a new mindset, having, working on your physical health, and even, just kind of letting go of some things. They're kind of saying peace of mind, having peace of mind, understanding that you are going to let go of things that you can't control and just focus on the things you can. So it's this whole new kind of attitude, body, mind, and spirit. And it leads to a lot of positive outcomes and positive celebrations that are coming in by doing this work on renovating yourself, body, mind, and spirit. And what you don't see coming, Scorpio, we'll reveal in a minute. This can be changing the energy in your home. It can be relocating or renovating your home. But it really, with everything, with the new beginning, it can be a new home. But it really feels like yourself, just a new attitude, or it can be physically changing things. It can be all of it, right? It really does feel like it's body, mind, and spirit and moving forward in this new way. So let's get some clarity on this, Scorpio. So birth of a new way of being, and then things start to grow and flourish. All your hard work is going to pay off. The Emperor can be someone of authority that's kind of in your way, and you just have to be you and keep going. And then they kind of really start to respect what you're doing. But really, it's just walking around there. If it is a person, just walking around their throne that they sit on and doing you and continuing forward. But either way, it gets you to really positive outcomes and all your hard work will pay off. Six of Swords, very similar. Six of Swords is all about all the work that you're doing, the lessons you're learning are moving you towards success. You're earning your success by doing all the stuff you're doing. The great thing about the Six of Swords is very similar to the Empress, where it's kind of like you're moving away from negativity and and things being hard and moving into calmer waters. And some of your goals that you're wanting to achieve are not that far off. So keep going, gathering your lessons and doing the work you need to do, because it's all going to come together and be worth it. So very cool, Scorpio. The challenge is understanding that you've earned some of the success, that you've changed, you've grown. You're not the same person you were 6 months ago, even a week ago. You're different. Something has shifted. You've grown. You've learned some specific things, and it's time to move forward. But it's just mindset wise, I think you're going to flip back and go, oh yeah, wait, I'm not going to accept that anymore, or I'm not going to treat myself this way anymore. I've got this. I can do this. The High Priestess is about balance, but it's about balancing your mind in your heart with your intuition, your gut, right? So our head is where that devil on our shoulder, sits, and it tells us that we can't achieve goals, that we are the old person, that, why move towards being, if it's about body, mind, and spirit, like if it's being healthier, it fills you with temptation as you're trying to move forward, and you have to kind of shake it off and say, no, I've changed. I'm not going to be tempted anymore. It can, fill you with fear and doubt and say, you can't do that. And so it just keeps, playing its games in your head, and you need to balance it and listen to your gut. And your gut will tell you the truth and say, you've got this. And your heart is the same. It can be skewed by things that hurt you in the past, or even just be wide open and kind of get you in trouble. So you can listen and you can feel, but ultimately your gut will lead you in the right direction and tell you the truth. And then this is a whole new phase in your life, Scorpio, a whole new beginning. You come out of this place that you were in, and you start moving forward towards this new phase. Something has shifted. And I'm sure it's some of the work you've done. Your mindset has shifted. The eclipse probably helped. But you are at this, you've leveled up, and it's time to move forward. And just this week, it's kind of realizing that. And then where they want you to focus on, it really, truly does feel like yourself, focusing on growth, renovating yourself, body, mind, and spirit, doing the work you need to do to be the best version of yourself. It can be a house or relocating as well. The Hierophant is for a couple things. It can be that you need to either find someone that help you, a professional who has no agenda other than to see you succeed. So it can be a doctor or a naturopath or a therapist. It could be a personal trainer, but it's someone who wants to help you achieve the things that you want. It can be a life coach. And then there is an element that they're talking about, that you're stepping up to be this for other people. Through your experiences of balancing and doing this new way, you're stepping into this leadership role of being an inspiration to others and helping others to move forward. And then the Three of Wands is about letting go of the past and just being in the now, doing what you need to do right now in order to move towards the success you want. Just focus on the now, not on the outcome and thinking, oh my God, like that goal that I have is so huge, I'm never going to get there. It becomes overwhelming. Whether it's getting a job that you want, or if it's health and fitness, it's like, oh my God, that like to achieve what I really want seems like such a struggle. And it becomes overwhelming. And same thing with looking backwards. It's kind of like, oh, I should have done this years ago. Why did I, get to this place? Or man, when I was 20, things were awesome, right? You can't go back there, live it. You can't change the things that have happened. Everything happens for a reason. Take that information in the now and move forward and be present. And sometimes when this card shows up, it's because opportunity is coming. So just pay attention as you are in the now. And then what you do not see coming, Scorpio, is balance. And the more balanced you are, body, mind, and spirit, again, they're talking about, the more abundance that comes to you, then the more success that comes to you, the more you need to be balanced, because if your ego goes a little like, ooh, I'm so successful, I'm all that in a bag of chips, then things start to slow down, right? And if you aren't grounded, same thing. So it's all about having balance. The more balanced that you are, the more success that comes. The more success that comes, the more balanced you need to be. Oh, excuse me, my dog's walking by. Okay, and then let's get some clarity on this for you. Well, that is the balance card as well. The Knight of Wands, just keep moving forward with balance. The more balanced you are, the more good things that come into your life. And then the Ten of Wands is all about, again, very much, it's just a different way of saying it. It's about being in the now, focusing on what's right in front of you, understanding that it's okay not to know how everything is going to come together, when and how, and what will it look like. What will your life be like when you achieve certain things? Just focus on what you need to do right now. It's okay to, it's kind of like walking forward, blindly walking forward, right? And as you move forward with the Ten of Wands, things will come clearer and clearer. It's kind of like, oh, okay, the wands start to fall away and you start to see the big picture, right? And it's kind of like, oh, I see how this is all going to come together. I see what my life is going to be. This is awesome. But the only way to do that is to focus on the now, and obviously with balance, and do what you need to do right now in order to get to the future that's waiting for you. So very interesting, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. I really, truly do appreciate it. If you could like and share my videos, that would be great. It really helps. As well, if you like the video, I would love if you could subscribe. That really helps me as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Be yourself. Everybody else is already taken.